You know that feeling when you're staring at a huge pile of data and you're just lost? How do you actually turn all those numbers into a story that people can understand? Well, that's exactly what we're jumping into today, the art of building a great business dashboard. So let's be real for a minute. Have you ever built a dashboard, stepped back and thought, wow, this is way more confusing than it should be? Or maybe you've been on the receiving end. If your charts are just creating more questions instead of giving answers, trust me, you are not alone. It's a super common problem.
But here's the good news. There's absolutely a way to fix that, to turn that confusion into total clarity. We're going to break down a session that's all about mastering dashboard design, one that can really help you level up your skills.
The focus here is on design layout techniques. And look, this isn't just about where you drag and drop your charts on the screen. It's so much more. It's about strategy, about using things like visual hierarchy to tell a story and guide the viewer's eye. We're talking about real, practical tips you can use right away to make your dashboards easier to use and, frankly, a lot more interesting to look at.
Okay, so why does this actually matter? What's the big deal about getting dashboard design right? Let's talk about the real value for you here.
This quote really hits the nail on the head. It's not just about making things look pretty. It's about finding that sweet spot between form and function, right? A compelling dashboard is one that grabs your attention. But a functional one, that's the one that gives you insights without making you work for it. It answers your biggest questions first. So what are you going to walk away with? Well, first, you'll learn how to make your dashboards more usable, designing them for how people's brains actually work. You'll also figure out how to engage people with your visuals, like picking the right chart for the job so you avoid all that clutter. And maybe most importantly, you're learning this stuff directly from someone who does this for a living.
And really, it all boils down to this. Anybody can throw a few charts on a screen, but the real skill, the thing that makes a data professional truly great, is making that data understood. That's the end game, right? We're aiming for clear communication, not just a pretty presentation.
So who's actually running the show here? Who put this whole thing together? Let's take a look at the professionals behind this event.
The main speaker is Anastasiya Kuznetsova, and she's the Business Intelligence Manager over at SEMrush. Yeah, a huge name in the tech space. This means she's in the trenches with this stuff every single day, figuring out the best ways to visualize complex data to help drive major business decisions.
And it's not just Anastasia. The whole event is being organized by this incredible team from the Bengaluru Tableau user group. You've got leaders here from companies like Digital.ai, iWort, and TE Connectivity. We're talking about a whole community of serious data pros.
All right, so if you're thinking, this sounds awesome, I'm in, how do you actually join? Let's get into the details.
So, just to be super clear, we're talking about the Design Layout Techniques for Business Dashboards session, brought to you by the fantastic folks at the Bengaluru Tableau user group.
Okay, get your calendar out. It's happening on March 27th. The session is just 1 hour long, running from 2:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. UTC. And hey, for those of you in India, that works out to be a nice evening slot at 8 p.m.
And getting your spot couldn't be easier. Seriously, it's just a few clicks. You just go to the event page, log into RSVP, reserve your spot, and that's it. You're all set to join in on March 27th.
So let me just ask you this. Are you ready to stop just showing data and start really telling powerful stories with it? If you want to make your data truly speak to people, this session sounds like a fantastic place to start. Thanks for tuning in.